Okay. Yo, Red, what's your schedule these days? I feel like I keep missing you. Maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. It's still the same as always. Kind of like 9:30 till... Been doing about 5 or 6 a.m. 5-ish, so probably like 8 hours from 9:30. Actually trying to move to 9 p.m. from 9:30, but... Well, I kind of feel like I've been trying that for about a year, so... Let's go Lich King. Oh, I saw the left card. Don't worry, the Lich King, the Death Knight card's coming. Saw the one in the middle. Got a little nervous. I'll take the Possessifier. Great 5-drop. And more I play with this one specifically, the more I like it. Plus, it's only single green, no big commitments. This bad boy's going up to YouTube no matter what. I'm gonna break down, I think, how to pick some of this stuff. In my opinion, the man with the highest Death Knight average in the world, for the broken man with the broken class. I think we were talking about it the other night, if you were here, but maybe if this one ends up on YouTube. I think you want to stay away from the double runes for as long as you can. You're looking to find the discover effects. So by not taking a double rune card, you get access to all 3 for now, potentially. That's what we're trying to do. Well, we don't have to make a decision here. None of these will affect that. I think Librarian is the best card here, though. So we got the Death Knight. Looks like we're in for some wins. Yeah, we can get some wins with Death Knight. Let's grab this Librarian. And then these are pretty rough. Yeah, don't. You're not guaranteed any wins, especially if you don't get any Death Knight cards. But you know, I think Mistress is fine. You don't want to get overrun by people. It's pretty hard to get completely overrun, I feel. But it's an undead. These other cards kind of don't do anything. I think this is an okay Hunter card, though. So here we have a double red card. So it's the best card by far here, but I think this is a trap. I think taking this card is a trap. You don't really, like, you're going to get good cards. I don't think you have to make a snap decision to take it, and I have not hated the Corporal. Pick 23 and you've already got like the red Discover guy. Yeah, you slam the Asphyxiate. But I think this will be what I feel like is a disciplined pass. Okay, we'll take Stockade Guard. It seems to be the least bad of these. But now we get double green. I'll take this card over these. I think green, we are already in green, so it doesn't stop us from getting anything other than the Discover cards. But we can still get the green one, and I think the green one's the best one. The green 2/3. Our deck won't matter if we get a lot of these cards. I do think Ghoul is probably more serviceable. There's a lot of Undead Matters type effects. Blubber Baron's unplayable. Socialite's kind of bad. I don't think this card is not as bad as it has felt. And then a lot of the time the Death Knight just kind of wants to, like... I don't like this card, but I feel like it has been less punishing in this class, where you can just kind of prolong the game, make sure you kill your opponent's first or second play, and I'm going to take it. How the colors work? You can only be offered a combination of 3 colors of runes. So 2 green, and now we can only be offered double green, single blue, or single red. So we'll never have gone over that double green and 1 other color, or triple green. But if you had like a double blue card here, then you would only be offered single red, single green, or single or double blue. So we have 1 of our 3 rune, or 2 of our 3 rune colors are covered already. So we have double green, and now we're looking to see what else we get. It's a little confusing, but once you play a couple of drafts, I think it's pretty straightforward. I think Possessifier is better than Glacial Advance. I want single blue, but I want Remorseless Winter. I want Acolyte of Death. And it's nice to lock them in. Like you could, like this card's totally fine. I just think Possessifier is kind of a step above it, and I'm happy to have that. I actually really like this too. Like first pick, I'd probably take this over this card, just to kind of leave yourself open to finding the Discovers as long as possible. But this is all crap. think I could take the Dire Wolf. It's a little better when you have Possessifier and Army of the Dead. Problem with Possessifier is it summons on the sides of him, so you won't be able to give them all the bonus. The Frost spells are the strongest? I think so. I like this guy a lot. This is good, and this is good too. I think we have a fair amount of stuff to do on 5. Flesh Behemoth with... And we're always going to draw an Undead. It's just a lot of value. It's hard for some decks to beat this card, and it's easy to make it to turn 9, I feel. I don't want this Frost guy. Like, I don't think this is worth taking it for. I want the Frost cards, but we're not preventing ourselves from being offered Frost cards by not taking it. I'll take the Merchant. It's really good with Possessifier and Army of the Dead. I think this card's still underrated. Like here, it might be worth it to just take the Soulbreaker. It might be worth it to just pass it because, again, you're really looking for Remorseless Winter or Acolyte of Death to really take your deck over the top. It's okay. I think I will just wait. We're sort of getting punished with this deck, not for our picks, but for the offerings, right? A lot of cards that aren't Death Knight in general. It's a Shadow spell. I think I'll just take a Chain Gang. I don't know. Most of the spells I think are Shadow spells. Or all. I'll take Armorer. Certainly a playable card. I don't like Icy Touch. This one is not a rune committal. But I think Umbral Geist is actually pretty good. Okay, the back half of the draft I'm sure will be a lot better than the first half. But we'll dip into Frost here. I think Howling Blast is quite good. I think Battle Master is a decent card too, but I think we do want to pick up some removal. And now we got the Remorseless Winter. Would certainly not mind more. I really like Nerubian Swarmguard, but the payoffs are the Discover cards and then the Remorseless Winters and potentially some other cards. Tomb Guardian or Army of the Dead are both quite good. We already have one army. I think I'll just take a Tomb Guardian. It uses up your corpses, but it can fuel your next corpse play. These corpses count. These summons count. These ones are Risen Ghouls, so they don't. Is Red Rune the trashiest? I think it's the worst of the 3, but the Red Rune is better than everything else in the meta except Paladin anyway, so you're totally fine to take it. And I don't know about all these Howling Blasts, but you know what? Let's take out all these Howling Blasts. I do actually kind of dig Anti-Magic Shell. I want the 4 mana 2/4 with Reborn, which we don't have, and I want the 4 mana 1/3 Taunt, which we have already passed. It's okay with Possessifier. It's okay with the Army of the Dead, but I'm just going to jam these. They just instantaneously turn on all of your corpse effects. Plus, it's just great removal, so take that. Well, could have an infinite amount of Possessifiers, I guess. Is too strong to pass? Yeah, I think the Anti-Magic Shell's one of the weaker Death Knight cards. It's situational, right? You're not always going to have a board to buff. Here's that guy. I like him. Probably just taking a Pixie here. We can always just Hero Power onto the Bomber. I mean, I hate his guts. This guy's an okay payoff. We have a couple of 1s. We need some stuff to do on 2. We have a ton of ways to generate bodies, so I don't feel like we're going to have to be competing too much. Like, we'd probably look for more ways to spend our corpses. These aren't great. Just move past those. Second Remorseless Winter Siege. No access to any of the Discovers hurts. I think without them, your decks kind of top out. Okay. Oh, Vizier's better than Remorseless for sure. Without the Discovers, I think your deck kind of tops out in that like 5-6 range where you're just going to lose to the other Death Knights. A little unfortunate that we have a lot of bad cards in our deck and we have to pass a Remorseless Winter. But I think that this card is so broken because you get the triple rune cards from this. Discover stat 5 or the 9. Well, this one can pull any Death Knight spell, so you're not limited to Unholy or Frost. More often than not, you're just going to get like something like Remorseless Winter or the Scourge at a discounted price. So yeah, I don't love Unholy Frenzy either, but these are useless and this is okay. So I really like Chill Fallen Baron. Drawing cards is nice, and we don't have access to Acolyte of Death, but our curve is kind of bunk, and this is a good 2, so maybe we just take him. Been very impressed with that card too, though. And yeah, we could take Glacial Advance, but I think I'll just take a Peasant. Another 1-drop is fine. It could get this going early. And then against non-Death Knights, you can just go first and, you know, still get access to a bunch of draw. This deck with an extra Discover or 2, I think is, you know, a 7 or an 8 win deck. Without them, we have to probably avoid most of the Death Knights. But let's get a bet going, see what we can do with it. Redbird streaming in the morning. Yeah, we're on a little bit here. New schedule? Nah, just a little bonus stream.
The Lich King versus Jane.
You asked for it.
The past is dead.
Now, do we want to keep Remorseless Winter? Because it's so broken. You know, I don't think so. I don't think so. We really want to hit a 2, because then Nerubian we can play on curve. Without hitting a 2, we might not be able to even play Nerubian. Without the discount, we could play it maybe. But yeah, I couldn't sleep again. I don't know. I'm back to sleeping in like 3-hour blocks or so. Not against Mage? It's fine against anyone. People are playing minions, right? Everybody's gonna play a minion. Or 6.
My magic will tear you apart.
That's kind of
Grab your
sweet.
shield. It's a riot.
All ends with death.
Isn't the wording weird on the Vizier, or is it just me? I think it is a little weird. What those cards mean is like, if an undead died on your opponent's last turn, or your current turn, is basically what it should say if it was more clear. Springles, what's up, Elias? How are you, man?
Love is just an
Is it worth killing that? We'll see. If I kill that, I get the discount.
For the Dark Lord. Memorial struggle.
These aren't great. This is kind of good. It's whether or not we think we're gonna be, how far behind we think we're gonna be, but we could go like 4, 5, 6, and maybe that's our strat. Can you explain how to get access to drafting 3 rune cards? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, but you can only be offered cards that your deck can currently play. So once you take a single rune card, you can only be offered cards of that rune or double of the other. And then once you take a double, you can only be offered cards of that rune or single or triple. You can only have 3 color combination you can only have a 3 color combination. So triple green, double green, 1 red, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green, etc. And then once you've committed to 1 in your draft, you won't be offered any more cards that can't be played. So if you take a double blue card, you're not getting any double red or double green or triple red or triple green. If you use your hero power and the ghoul dies at the end of the turn, it would have to die on my turn. I'd have to play the Vizier and trade off the ghoul to use my hero power to get the discount on Vizier on the turn I play it. If my opponent trades with one of my undead this turn, then I don't have to have anything die on my turn. It'll still be active. What's up, Beardy Boy? I slept for a few hours, but I couldn't sleep more than that. So, we're playing Possessifier? I have to give him more cards, which I don't really want to do, but I'll have a really good turn next turn. I think. Still here. Let's hope that next turn we have a strong turn. I'm too dumb for this draft rules. Yeah, if you can't add to 3, I would avoid drafting for now. I would say that's tough. It's a tough game in general when you only count to 3 or less, like 2. I would stay away from Hearthstone as a player. Okay, well I needed him to not destroy my whole board. He had other plans. So I wonder if we just wait. I kind of can't wait. I don't really have a play.
I can be very persuasive.
But I think this is a pretty rough Demon Hunter deck. We don't have the Malignant Horrors. We don't have the Discovers for the most part.
You cannot quell our flames.
So we can Remorseless here. We can Army, but I'm kind of pinched on mana again. I think I'm just gonna do this.
Would I lie?
I hope he, just doesn't have a fire sale or whatever. Or flame strike. What's the weather like? Not raining yet. What time is it supposed to start raining? Maybe I could get outside and go somewhere. Go get groceries or something. Looks like rain. Not till late this evening, probably. Did have a fire sale. Can't imagine that necessitated a lot of thinking, but they did think a lot. I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I'm too smart for Hearthstone. That's why I only play the Bazaar. The Bazaar is a game for smart people. Yeah, that's true. We play these things and hold all of those. Either way, it's kind of bad for us. Like whatever we're doing here.
And serve your king.
It's like whether he has AoE or single target removal. But being able to play this and take a free kill is kind of nice.
As the witch commands.
6.
Inside voices, please.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Sure. You can get a double with the armorer pretty easy with Frenzy. I'm sorry, what? A double who now? Oh, I thought my guy was dead. Alive, sorry. How does Mana Thirst work? Once you have access to this much mana, 8, then it deals extra damage, but it only ever costs 1. So this is 1 to deal 2, and once you have 8 mana, it's 1 to deal 3. But he had spell power, so it dealt 4. What undead do I have? Not much. I got the Umbral Geist, I think. Is that all I have? Oh, I have Mistress. So if I get Mistress, I could actually probably end up losing this. Oh, that's different.
Start some trouble.
I spread the master's will.
Now that I get, I'm not too dumb for Mana Thirst. Yeah, Mana Thirst is pretty straightforward too. I also didn't realize I don't have, I couldn't hero power this turn. I think there's a visual bug where it looks like you can. But I could have used that 3-drop spell to attack into the poison, not resummon it, and then hero power. So we had lethal either way. It auto resummons, does it?
The Lich King!
Oh, any that die.
Draw.
You're right, so I don't have to kill his guys. Well, then I guess we got bailed out. And all things considered, I think I would prefer that. I'm gonna ditch that 1. I don't really want to play the 1. You don't have a choice. So I got APM. I got really fast APM. Look, check this out, Aless. Tell me what you think about this.
Job done.
Poet eating Pringles. That 1 into Corporal's pretty good. Well, so then you're not playing anything on 1. You're playing this on 2, and you're playing a 1 mana 1/3 on 3. It's a lot worse that way, I think. But yeah, if you're not protecting anything, then it's kind of irrelevant. It's like, yeah, at some point your opponent's gonna have to go through it, but at some point I can just attack with it. Like if I had like a really good 1-drop, like a Peasant, then you could play Peasant into Corporal and then play like something like this and probably feel a lot better about it. Would not be good to give it Taunt? It's fine to give it Taunt, but if you're not curving out, just so that you can give your 2-drop Taunt, that you're probably going to be able to attack into a Tar Creeper or a Pixie anyway. It's like, I think you're probably overall going to be in a worse spot. But here I think it's a little better because we've curved out now. It doesn't feel as punishing.
Grab your shield. It's a right.
Could play this. Could be greedy and play this. He's overloaded.
Shady.
I kind of don't hate it. And then we can get an extra +1/+1. That's really good, Redbeard. Hey, thanks, man. The Pringles, you know, the Springles. Or mana.
How long?
Yeah. Trade one. Okay, you know what? Let's do this.
The fallen will cakes.
After you play a reborn, after you play an undead, give it reborn. This works for as many undead as you summon, as you play in one turn. Kind of looks worse than it is, I think. Give your minions Death Rattle, deal 3 to who? Oh, and the heal kind of screws me.
Hope you don't have magic in mind.
Back to your cell. Blasphemy.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted that.
Feels good.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wish that didn't happen. Davey, 52 pickup. You gonna throw my playing cards all around the room? Thanks, Davey, for the 52 months. That's a long time, man. Treebeard was 48 months yesterday.
Oops.
1 mana,
You meant to cast
deal
it.
5.
Most intriguing.
These need to hit my face. They can hit face, right? What does that card do? Any a random enemy. Yeah, yeah.
Wait. Magic only.
Basically gonna save this for that. We don't have anything else. This guy's not an undead. And it doesn't count with summons, just minions you play. Is Sound the Bell's a good pick? I don't think it's a great pick. I think it's playable, but not like prioritizable. Is that a word? I don't think it's a priority to pick up. I'm watching the Lions game. It is pretty intense, so if you're rooting for the Lions, which I imagine you are, I hope they're winning. They could still make the playoffs, can't they? Also, I forgot that it's Sunday morning. Say goodbye to your little totems. Detroit. Oh, maybe they can't make. I mean, I guess. What if they like win out? They can't win the division. Where's the
Ride the Polar Bear Express.
In theory, like they're not eliminated. You can only afford to lose 1 game the rest of the way.
It begins.
I'm just gonna sit.
I sense your struggle.
Do I ever have lethal? Probably not, right?
It begins.
Wait. Magic only.
The more you struggle, the better.
4, 5, 6, 8, 10. I don't think this is enough, but it does kind of stop some AoE from being more problematic, I suppose. I'll just trade 2. That's not really what I wanted. He has like a way to kill this. Maybe it ends up killing my board. Is Prince Liam a good pick? Which one's that? They've won 5 of the last 6 and are favored to beat the 10-2 Vikings by 1.5. That's crazy. Redbeard early stream. You see the Lich King Invitational Final. Tice won against Fino. Wow, spoilers. I didn't, but I got 2 packs from lurking in there, so shout out to Tice. First, the man raids us for like 10,000 viewers, and then he gets us 2 Hearthstone packs. The man's kindness knows no limits. Make all 1/1's legendary? Nah, it's not a very good card. It's fun though. I like that card.
King.
It's not particularly good.
Adrian.
burns with holy fire.
Play a 1 and a 3 and a 2. Kind of dig that. Try for that. Spoilers, I was gonna rewatch it. Hey, don't blame me, blame that other guy. At least Death Knight is another ping class copium. Hey, Brochetti. You're building a board every turn. Your opponent was playing a single taunt and it's not fair and I love it. Well, you bet 12 on this deck? This is not a great, it's not a great one for us. Once we queue up into the other Death Knights and potentially the good Paladins will kind of get run over. Sorry, I just wanted to spoiler it. No, Aaron Nador, don't do that. It's too late, you already did. But I don't know. I think it's kind of somewhat unreasonable to expect people to not talk about a gigantic tournament, Hearthstone tournament going on, you know. Somewhat.
Accidents, they happen, you know?
Really sure why you're greeting me. I think I'd rather just play the Possessifier here.
I can be very persuasive.
I think I want the one in the middle to die in case I get the Direwolf out. This one's... You don't want that one in the middle to have Reborn. Okay, it's a lot of buffs.
I can be very persuasive.
Just trying to get the positioning a little better in case we're using Direwolf. I guess we could have used one of these. Again, the Reborn kind of clunks it up a bit. Oh no, it doesn't. They all have Rush on. Wow, what the hell is going on here? I'm lost and scared and a little confused. I really want to get this down. It could be so annoying. I guess we want to try it after the taunts.
Would I lie?
Could play these ones, I suppose. I was gonna play these here. Afternoon, Red 8 Blitz. Blitz, where the hell have you been? If Dreads winks at me, what do? I run away. I run, man. Darn it. That's kind of cute. I'm learning about finance. I know a lot about finance. How to lose
Ready
a
to
lot of
fight
money.
for a better future? Hope prevails.
How to lose a lot of money. So if you're looking for help on that, in that regard, making money in 2022. I know how to start a career where there is not, by design, not necessarily that much money to be made, but that's okay. Just wait till the future. Odie the Unknown. Thank you, Odin the Unknown. Thank you, Odie. Odie. You mercilessly beat that opponent over the head until they stopped moving. Stop it, he's already dead. NFT and crypto is the future. True. The future and the past. And the distant present. The Fap Dog. Fap Dog. Thanks for the follow. I'm shocked that the deck playing a bunch of hand buff cards from 5 years ago fell apart. Good Death Knight decks are the perfect opportunity to beat the world record. 12-win speedrun, yeah, well, kind of. The drafts are going to be much slower. The games require thought. Oh god, disregard that sound. Somebody offering me a discount or just telling me to buy the thing I'm watching? Yeah, I know, I'm watching it.
What is it?
I'm watching it. Hey, Bald Beard. Hey, KekW. But yeah, I think we have a below average Death Knight. I think our deck is probably like a On the Death Knight scale, probably like a 4 out of 10. Probably. I don't think it's a 5 out of 10.
The truth is in here.
Ordered a 65-inch LG G2 TV as a Christmas gift to myself. You deserve it. In fact, if I were to make any I'd say you deserve at least 2 of them. Could play this one. How am I gonna get the next one though?
Righto.
What did he discard? More cards.
Me not shade.
What's the world record of getting 12 wins? That's the question. Can you ever read this somewhere? No. I think Blizzard probably tracks that actually. They track a lot of unique and kind of interesting stuff. Alright, let's trade this.
These are due back tomorrow.
Spend all of our mana. Give up our corpses, which kind of feels bad, but I don't think we're ever going to be really like... We're more of like a tokeny deck, so...
Ride the Polar Bear Express.
Wait, I don't have a play?
Ready to fight for a better future? Prevail.
But I do get another corpse. Let's brainstorm the monk class hero power because it's gonna happen. 2 mana, do something?
I can be very persuasive.
Genius. Today, I thought I had a 12-0 buff paladin, but I went 4-3. Death Knights, they're very strong with that 4-mana copy. It's broken. Yeah, that card's strong. We don't have that one. A good Christmas present shelf isn't really a present, right? You just paid for it. No, you can treat yourself. Amazon. How much was the TV? 65-inch TV. This TV is, 55 inches. I think I might have this TV already. I might have bought this one.
This time.
320 bucks. Dude, I should buy it. I don't have a TV for the bedroom. I should have one. That is gratuitous. Man, I have the 65. I think it's 55. It feels small here. Like a big old empty space. I could run like a 200-inch TV. But I bought this one for like 300 bucks, and what do I care? It feels okay. Feels small because you live in a mansion. It's a very big living room.
King versus
A lot of space here. I think that's true though. The bedroom's a little more narrow, and then I had a TV in there for a little while. I play the 1, he hero powers it, and then he kills this 2. So he does nothing. I play peasant. He just hero powers. So I don't want that. I guess I don't want that. And then if I'm doing that, I probably don't even want that either. Another late night arena session. Well, we're gonna do this run, and as I don't think the run's gonna go super long, we'd probably do another one. Hope to see Death Knight again.
I grant you permission to
If a woman ever critiques your pee-pee size, her private parts are just big. That's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily untrue. Is Possessifier the best 5-drop in Arena? No. I don't know what is. It's more like a derailed coaster than a broken anything. Very strong, of course, but... 5-cost Death Knight cards include other Death Knight cards. Like Army of the Dead, I think is better. What's your question? Best 5-drop? Yeah, I guess you can't always play Army of the Dead on 5. Corpse Bride, I think, is better. He hits, he hero powers. He can't maybe easily kill this. I think Corpse Bride is better. I mean, I still think Runpack is better than Possessifier. I think Rhyme Sculptor. I think I would take Rhyme Sculptor over Possessifier, depending on what my deck does. Stormwind Guard has a higher played win rate and deck win rate than Possessifier, actually. But in this meta, it is certainly good. Cruton, go to sleep. I did sleep for 3.5 hours. Thank you, Cruton. I was up for a little bit, slept for a little bit. I'm on a bad routine of like sleeping for 3 or 4 hours after the stream and then sleeping for like, you know, another 3 hours before the stream. bump Remorseless. I'm just playing
You don't
this.
have magic in mind.
Oh, that one's kind of annoying though. What does the spiky hair blue guy have against hero powers? He hates him. He hates him. Wait, is this what we just played? By fastic sleep, I do it all the time. Yeah. What does that mean? Sleeping in little blocks? Yeah, it's actually not all that bad. I don't feel very tired right now. I felt exponentially more tired all the time when I worked at Target. I would be like up for a little bit, and then I'd be back to sleep, and then up, and then down. Like, I found it very difficult to balance. Bolzen Penguin, thank you for the Prime
I can be
Penguin.
very persuasive.
I've only got 2 cards left. I'm at 17. I'm gonna take another. What the fuck? Okay, I should have traded. Oh, I did trade. It's pretty flavorful. 1/1 ghoul with charge gets stabbed on the blue hair. 1 damage mage ping. That cold blue hair dissipates it. You think you can heal hair? You're a fool. Hey, Save, how are you? Save, are you streaming today? Just today? The save file today? These are pretty good. There's a strange, scary, erotic world where I get to draw extra cards. I feel like you take Mondays off, right? Yeah. Save's the flavor master. Save has good flavor. Yuck. Just got done drinking my big caffeine to allow me to be the 24% of Twitch hype that I can reach. You can reach it. You're amazing. If anybody could do it, it would be you. Boy, I sure wish I could play this one.
Rotting. Rise and serve your king.
Maybe next turn. Save just got a rich imagination. Save is rich. He has an imagination, just like every Hearthstone arena streamer. In my opinion, it's important to remember to dream big.
One more day.
That's not good for him. Yep, something in my eye. Unpleasant. Okay, after this game, I gotta get it out.
Another happy guildie.
Okay. Nope. Not allowed. There goes that plan.
And funnel cakes.
Are you sure? I once asked Dreads to tell me a bedtime story, and he said, once upon a time, you were banned for 6 months. No imagination. Dreads lost his childhood wonder long ago. Long ago, because I got a really old... That's not a penis. David, that is a... that's just Pringles. That is just a can of Pringles.
I can be very
Okay, those aren't undead,
persuasive.
right? Okay.
Fallen will serve.
I can be very persuasive.
The Solari tournament just ended, and that gave me faith in competitive Hearthstone for the first time in a while. Was that the Tice thing, or was that a different thing? What's up, Kripali? I told Tice to rage Redbeard, he ended the stream instead. Well, Tice has raided me before, and he may raid me again in the future. He may have certain sponsorial obligations with what he was doing as well. Maybe prevents him from doing that, or he may not have just wanted to. Either way, I owe Mr. Tice a lot. I owe him a lot already. For some insane help over the years. Also, a couple of late night chats with Mr. Tice about just, you know, life and love. Okay, maybe not love, but streaming. I really don't want to die. You know what I mean? Maybe I should kill one of these. You know what? Fuck it. Actually, that I like. It's like getting more taunts in. The Tice thing? Yeah, that's cool. It's actually really cool that Tice got to, you know, do that or host it, and also that it, you know, he was up to 15,000 views. That's really cool. That it could draw a big audience like that on just his channel, and that they did drops for it. I think that's all pretty neat. I'm pretty stoked we have 5 wins too. I think we got kind of lucky with our draws there at the end, but I think we also played well. This card's hard carrying this deck right now. I'm gonna go get whatever's in my eye out of my eye. And I'm also gonna pull up my pants without a list, looking at my exposed rear end.
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, do I want to keep that 2? Probably. 5-0 is only possible for Death Knight? That's not true. I had a couple 12-0s with different classes already. You just have to, you know, you just have to navigate a certain way and get extremely lucky during the draft. Okay, I'm not really liking this start. I put my finger in my nose and I pull out these slimies and I think about a Les. Ew! You sicken me. Okay, this opener, not good. Ear reveal, you hate my ears. I hear that a lot. That's the card I wanted to get offered in the draft, but I wasn't. Says the man who invites people into that. Yeah, that's true. I've been meaning to change that. Hey Lana. I got 8 wins with a Warlock deck with 10 1-drops. Nice. That sounds good. That's a dead draw. I do not think we are getting out of this one. Since I'm using Possessifier, I'm gonna hit the 1-3 because this trades into the 2x better, right? He has a spell. Daphna, thank you for the follow, Daphna. This guy has a much better version of a Death Knight deck than we do, I think.
I can be very persuasive. Daphna?
One more death can't hurt.
I can be very persuasive.
Is music loud? It might be. Some tracks come in a little louder. I turned it down a little. I like 2 Plague, 1 Blood. I think the best is some combination of Frost. I think you want to have access to Remorseless Winter, if you can, and Acolyte of Death, if you can.
The more you struggle, the better.
Take a Frost Strike, but I guess I'll just take this. The funny, well, not the funny thing. The bad thing is it's just, it's not good enough to beat 9 Death Knight cards, you know? 2-mana Plague Spell is good. Yeah. So I'd rather have 2 Plague, 1 Frost than Blood. A lot of the Blood stuff, it just feels like good single target removal, whereas these just feel like good AoE that, you know, good AoE that draws you more cards. Like Soulbreaker, eh. See board lock at the right time. I mean, this card's good, yeah, but I mean, there's a world, you Behemoth, and then what's the best pull we could get? Man, our deck just doesn't have any good undead, huh? Umbral Geist, and then maybe high roll the Shadow Spell. Raynad was going to try Death Knight, and the new crafting is so stupid he couldn't even see all the cards. I don't know why they updated the crafting viewing. It's terrible. Not that it affects Arena. Oh, I didn't know they changed anything. I just feel like every time I log in, I'm getting more Death Knight cards, and I'm not sure how because I thought I had them all. But every time I like do anything, it just gives me more Death Knight cards. So makes me think I don't have them all in constructed. I'm confused. So what's this? Goblin. Yeah. All things considered, that's bad, but not... Oh, wait, that's getting worse. How much mana did that cost him? Like nothing? For some reason. Well, fiddlesticks.
Spider senses.
Can't be a good start to this turn.
No mistakes.
Make no mistakes like I'm dead, or like make no mistakes like you just fucked up. Which testicle's my favorite? I don't really have a favorite. One hangs lower, but I forget which one that is.
My frost will splinter your flesh.
It's kind of annoying. Yeah, a bit annoying. I've been watching Redbeard at 1:49 p.m. and not 1:49 a.m. You traveled through time. You did some sort of futuristic time traveling. Congratulations. Where are the sound alerts, Redbeard, you bastard? Oh, I'm actually getting them. I was working on it yesterday. You can't just throw them on. You gotta, like, cultivate some good sounds. Whoa, that's not the one I thought I was getting.
Trust me.
Darn it.
Ready to fight for a better future?
I don't want it to die, I don't think.
Hope prevails.
I think I have a better chance of winning if I just don't die here and then I kill him. Don't worry though, the sound effects are in the official works. Maybe Donnie comes back. What else we got here? Do we have the Shockmaster thing? I don't know. I forgot the Shockmaster was one for a while. I don't want to click some of these because I'm not exactly sure what they are. There's some funny stuff I am.
Love is just an arrangement away.
I have 28 corpses. Let's...
Rise and serve your king.
Let's leave this guy up. How many times is he gonna clear my board, right?
Trust me.
He's AoE 10 times. He has 3 drafted Remorseless Winters, 2 drafted Acolytes of Death, a drafted activated Overseer Frigigarda. Yeah, he's got a better deck than us. We have, not a good deck. Oh man, it's coming back. Well, we'll just price some up, right? So, you know. That was an unpleasant experience. That one was. You're not dead. It doesn't matter if you're dead or alive, because you can't win. We concede when we can't win. Whether or not we have HP remaining or not is irrelevant. Once the game is decided, and I no longer wish to be hit by my 7th AoE in a game, then we graciously bow out and move on to the next one.
Will serve me in death. There can only be one
Never say never.
true king.
I never say never, except when I read Twitch chat's messages. Did you skip a Death Knight yet? No. I won't be skipping any Death Knights. It's the best class by far, and the most fun class by far. I feel like if you don't get Paladin or Death Knight, you can't go past 5 wins. That's not true. But it certainly helps to have the better, more consistent classes. I think the other classes need to be buffed, and a couple of Death Knight cards need to come down, personally. It's a good lifesteal card.
The more you struggle, the better.
I'll just take and obliterate. 0 mana, destroy a minion's a pretty good deal. Taking damage, whatever. Mostly irrelevant, right? Do I kill that one? Nah, I've got Possessifier. The 1/1s can go in there. I'd rather kill something that's actually causing me problems. Well, you will fight as Paladin or something after that and you'll be weaker overall. Sometimes, yeah, but I've had a lot of infinite runs that aren't either of those classes already. I want to let you know that I climbed from 63 to 83 in 2 days. Oh, I went from 70 to like 85, but I don't really have like a deck I'm enjoying right now.
I can be there.
I tried to build a move deck, but I don't have Vulture, so it feels kind of problematic. I also don't really like the move deck. It's okay. I feel like I have to have Vulture, because if I don't get multiple man, or the locations don't work for me, then I just lose. Vulture's kind of needed, yeah. It's pretty important. I feel like cheating when I drop Death Knight, but after I feel better because I face 50% Death Knights, yeah. Yeah. I think, what's 6? 5, 6, another one of those? I've still never seen this card unactivated. Okay, I lied. It's the first time I've ever seen it unactivated. That's the first one I've seen. It doesn't guarantee those. 2 Death Knight spells is a pretty big deal, though.
The fallen will serve.
I've got exotic wares.
Be merciful.
But yeah, I don't have Vulture, but it's like every deck needs one card you don't have, you know what I mean? That's how I feel. Especially when you first get into like pool 2 or whatever. It's like, yeah, every deck needs something that's not currently in my deck. God damn it. Damn it, Bobby.
Rise and serve your king.
I could throw one more face damage, but keep a 2/2 instead of nothing this way, so maybe that's better. The real powerhouse is the Walrus Man. The Walrus needs to be stopped. Also, I think it's a lady. I think she's a lady with... Maybe not, actually. She's a lady with a mustache.
Would I lie?
I wish I could get better positioning here, but
Already attacked.
I kind of can't. He's a Viking Walrus? Yeah, maybe you're right. I always thought it was like a lady with a mustache, like a really hairy lady. Lions faked a punt on 4th and 7 for 42 yards. That's impressive. This is less impressive. In fact, more annoying than impressive. Deal 3 damage to an enemy and freeze it. Then they got an unsportsmanlike 15-yard. Why? For dancing around? Everyone retires decks, and the average arena power level goes up. Even your good decks will average 3 wins. I mean, they don't have to average 3 wins.
I can be very persuasive.
This fucking life-stealing little worm. Yeah, I know, right? Again, we're just... Once you get to 4 or 5 wins, I think you're seeing what the average Death Knight decks look like. And they're kind of more like our opponents than like ours. So we've got Unstable Ghouls and Mind... whatever... breakers. Our opponents have, you know, a bunch of Discovers and, double Gnome Munchers and stuff.
Surge within me.
We do not have the same quality of cardage.
I have things you never knew you want.
I drafted a standard, just draft a standard Death Knight deck. I don't know what that means.
Rise and serve your king.
Can I kill this off myself? Seems useless.
These are due back tomorrow.
That is good. I'm probably pulling Mistress, but I want to pull... Wait, I've used Umbral Geist? What did I get from Umbral Geist? Wait, so all I'm getting is...
My rule is
All I'm getting is Mistress? Well, that's a wank. Alright, need to queue into a not standard, not a an average Death Knight, ideally. Have a shot to get one more win, maybe.
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
all will serve me in death.
Um,
There can only be
yeah, sure,
one
whatever, let's keep it.
true king.
We've only got like 4 or 5 good cards in this deck. Maybe we just keep it.
Side effects? No.
I see everybody's retiring Death Knights. I don't think so, but the decks that are able to get above 3 or 4 wins are almost certainly Death Knight or Paladin is sort of the issue.
This might sting.
All ends with death.
So like you'll see non-Death Knight classes for the first couple of games sometimes, but they always eventually queue into a Death Knight and then lose. You're probably tired, but how does Death Knight fare overall in Arena for you? I mean, it's by far the best class, and it's
Ready to fight for a better future?
very, very difficult to beat unless you high roll a deck from another class. I'm gonna have 9 power.
Only a fool rejects the Lich King.
Dark deed to defy death.
It's worth a Remorseless Winter. Kind of don't want to give him the minion this turn. Maybe we just do something like this. I could just trade here. Like, he's gonna sort of just do his job, right? So I hit here, he hits there. I mean, he's always gonna be able to get this. He doesn't have to spend his mana, but... Rolled a pretty decent Hunter deck and is currently 0-2 against Death Knights, completely stomping me and decided to take a break. That's smart. Breaks, I think, are good. Do you prefer this over the last meta? You seem sick of the last meta. This is better, in my opinion, than the last meta. But I think you want to make the, you know, obviously the disparity between Death Knight and everything, or Death Knight and Paladin and everything, is too great to, like, have any long-term appeal to anyone other than a Hearthstone Arena professional idiot. In my opinion.
I can be very persuasive.
But I think that the solution is to hit a small number of Death Knight cards and then buff the other classes, because there's a lot of really fun stuff that you don't really get access to very often in the other classes. I've drafted a couple of priests with like no synergy, no cards of any value. I've gotten some rogues with no concoction cards, like you want to see concoction cards. Drafted you know, some mage decks with like no spells. It'd be just better if you saw like, more powerful cards and more consistent cards in other classes, I think. Smalls, how are you, Mr. Smalls? How big is that? 5'5"? That's not very big. 21-7 Lions, wow, that's crazy. Wow. Aren't the Vikings like 10-2? Smalls, are you watching American football today? That card's in? Oh, that card's not draftable.
Wars to come.
Alright, I'm not. I'm just following fantasy football and Dreads is beating me with his bullshit luck. Oh, that's the worst news I've heard all day. Evil guy. Evil guy. But yeah, that's fine. We had a below average Death Knight deck that probably high rolled to be 5 wins. And then you queue up against 3 average Death Knight decks and you